The first time I said that I wanted to be a priest or a religious was when I was 10 years old. It was in the process of doing my first communion. And I guess that because of what I was doing with in the preparation for my first communion, being in touch with all these things that kids learn at that age, reading the gospel, and then going to mass, I think that that's what brought me in. So as part of my discernment, we went to our local pastor, and he recommended for me to finish high school and then go to college, and after college make a decision. So I did finish college. I went to college, and I actually started working, and then after a while I reconnected with the church, reconnected with my vocation now in a more adult way, and I decided to take the plunge.
And then two different sisters from two different communities asked me if I had ever thought about considering religious life, and quite honestly, it was the furthest thing from my mind. But over the years, through college and through my professional life and dating and traveling, there was always this nudging of God and an attraction to religious life and a deeper relationship with God and the church. And I think for me, community, corporate ministry, and a peer group was very, very important. The day after I entered, a friend of mine from out of state called me and said, so how's it going? And I said, you know what? I said, I feel like this is like a perfect fit, and my only regret is that I didn't do this sooner.
One of the joys of being a religious missionary is the very fact that I have found a place with declarations to be who I am and to use all my gifts and all the things that God has given me for the service of others in the style of declarations. And I find self-fulfillment, and I find meaning in life whenever I'm able to reach out to the places in which our missionaries are and live with them and learn from the community and be enriched by them and work together as brothers. It's beautiful to go around the States and Canada and to see what declarations are doing for people, and to know that you are part of it, and to know that they welcome you into that possibility of reflecting God's love for people. And to me, that's a very invigorating source of joy.
This wonderful awareness that this is where I felt at home. Yes, I felt at home in my own family home, but this was like a unique way of feeling at home, and I didn't want to shop anymore. I wanted to drop roots and stay here, and so I stayed to learn more, and here I am.
Well, I think the future of religious life is looking good, because there are young women and men who are thinking about a vocation.
I would say go where the heart leads you. I mean, I would say follow your deepest desire. And then I also would say discern. Find silence time of listening, of meditation, and find help also to do it, to do your discernment.
When you start a discernment process, or just to see what religious life is, that does not mean you are going to be a nun right away, but it's the way how you can start searching what God is calling you in your life.
I work with a lot of young women who are discerning religious life, and one thing that's really important is there are a lot of different charisms, and so it's really beautiful that we get a chance to learn about each other's charism, and so that's helpful in working with the young people.
And I think exactly with what you said, I think I would continue with that to say, I think that's a new shift in vocation ministry, is that really we're here to help a young adult, a young person find their way in life, create happy, healthy, holy, religious, happy, healthy, holy married people, happy, healthy, holy single people. And me personally, it sounds bad to say, but I don't care if they're called to my community. I just want them to be where God is calling them. So if it's to Angela's community, if it's my community, if it's any community, just how can I help in that process?